Hey everybody, we're back for one more video after a long day here in the home office. The reason being is a story that started trending as I made my way back home. Joe Jackson has died at the age of 89. He is the man that was a one-time steel worker in Gary, Indiana. When times got tough, Big Joe got going. And he helped his children achieve royal music stature. Listen, when you think of the Jackson Five and Sister Janet and everything that they have done in the entertainment world, you have to think about Mr. and Mrs. Jackson. And with Joe passing, that too will end another chapter in what was truly one of the most remarkable climbs in the history of entertainment. I mean, think about it. Living in that small house, a family literally trying to make it work, that steel worker's paycheck. And we all know in that time period, that's when the steel industry started to have trouble. But instead of just kind of packing it in, Joe said, look, we will find a way to rise above it. And they did. And I know, look, history at times is not kind to a lot of people. And we have all been through that. And we have. Whether we are a major music talent or just that person living on that main street in this place that we call America. Sometimes it gets tough. But the true measure of the human spirit is how people keep moving forward despite all of their obstacles. And yes, many people along the way helped Joe Jackson. I can think of a few: Berry Gordy, Diana Ross, Dick Clark, Don Cornelius. But nobody paved the way and protected his children more from those in the music industry that sometimes see dollars as opposed to family. It's life, it's business, but the good always outweighs the bad if you're surrounded by a solid foundation. And just like that small house in Gary, Indiana, that became a large house in California, the foundation was always solid because of Joe Jackson. You know, my friend, the late Frankie DeLeo, who managed Joe Jackson's son, Michael, for a number of years, we would have a lot of conversations at times, and yeah, at times we would start talking about the Jacksons, and he would actually call me from their home in Los Angeles many times, and we would just talk. But the thing that I remember Frankie always talking about, familia, family. They really were strong, those ties that made the Jacksons what they became. So now we say goodbye to him, and obviously his family will mourn his passing. And remember, we may all walk different paths in life, but we all have the same people walking with us, and, of course, led by the Father. So, to the Jackson family, Godspeed, and keep doing what you do, making people laugh, making people feel joy because of your music, and also realizing that if you believe it, you can achieve it, and where there is hope, there is a real possibility of, yes, we will all at times, when need to, rise above it. Good night from the Pratte Pack Home Office.